Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Attack 10. Today we're tackling a topic that everyone seems to care about: how to make your desktop computer lightning fast. If you're someone who feels like their computer is constantly taking a little too long to load things, this video is for you. Maybe you're tired of seeing that little loading circle spinning endlessly, or you're just wondering if you can get a bit more life out of your current setup without shelling out for a whole new system. Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, I'm sharing 10 essential tips to help boost your desktop speed, some of which you can do right now, and others that may require a bit of an upgrade. Trust me, each one of these steps is going to make a difference. And hey, if you're finding this helpful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips just like this. So sit back, grab your coffee, or, whatever keeps you going, and let's dive into the countdown from number 10 to number 1. Here we go. Number 10. Clean up your desktop. And I mean really clean it up. Alright, starting at number 10, the good old desktop cleanup. I know, this sounds almost too easy. You might be thinking, how is cleaning my desktop supposed to make my computer faster? But listen, a cluttered desktop is like a cluttered desk. Not only does it make it harder for you to find what you need, but it actually takes a toll on your system's resources. Think about it. Each icon, shortcut, or random file that you keep there has to load every single time you boot up. And if you're anything like me, you've probably got a mix of things on your desktop, stuff you might need one day but don't actually use. Take 5 minutes to go through and organize it all. Create folders, delete things you don't need, and move any large files to a more appropriate place. Just like that, you've reduced the workload on your system right from startup. Number 9. Tackle that dust like a pro. So, number 9 may involve getting a little hands-on. I'm talking about dust. Yes, actual dust. Believe it or not, dust buildup inside your computer case can really slow things down. If you've ever opened up your desktop after a few months and seen what looks like a mini dust storm, you'll know what I mean. Dust clogs up your fans and heat sinks, reducing airflow and causing your computer to overheat. When a computer overheats, it starts to slow down automatically to cool off, kinda like putting the AC on high when you're stuck in a stuffy room. The solution is simple. Grab a can of compressed air, turn off your computer, open up the case, and give those fans a good blowout. And while you're at it, check around for any dust in other components too. Just be careful not to touch anything inside if you're not familiar with the parts. A quick dust off, and you're on your way to smoother performance. Number 8. Ditch the bloatware and extra programs. Now, if you've been using your computer for a while, chances are you've got some bloatware lurking around. Bloatware refers to all those pre-installed programs or random software that somehow found its way onto your machine. If you've ever downloaded software and accidentally agreed to install 5 different toolbars or side apps, you know what I'm talking about. Not only does this stuff take up space, but it also slows down your system by running in the background. Take a look at your list of programs and apps. If you see anything you don't recognize or haven't used in a year, get rid of it. But do be careful not to delete anything essential. Fewer programs running in the background mean your computer has more resources for the stuff you actually use. Number 7. Update your OS and drivers, because staying current matters. Alright, number 7 is an easy one, but an important one. Keeping your operating system and drivers up to date. I know what you're thinking. Updates can feel like a hassle, especially if they pop up at the most inconvenient times. But updates are more than just bug fixes. They often come with performance improvements. For example, when your OS provider, whether that's Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, rolls out an update, they're often including tweaks that make things run smoother or fix security vulnerabilities. Same goes for your drivers, the software that controls your hardware. So make it a habit to check for updates and keep your system current. It's a simple way to get that extra boost without any added cost. Number 6. Manage startup programs like a boss. Alright, here we go. Number 6. Managing those startup programs. Ever wonder why your computer takes ages to boot up, like it's stuck in traffic? Well, that's probably because it's loading a ton of programs that you don't need right away. Most of these programs sneak into your startup without you even realizing it. Every time you download new software, there's a chance it adds itself to the list of things that automatically open when you turn your computer on. Head to your task manager, find the Startup tab, and take a look. If there's anything there you don't need to open automatically, disable it. You'll get to your desktop faster, and your computer won't have to juggle as many things right from the start. Alright, quick break. If you're still with me and finding these tips helpful, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, let's make this interactive. Leave a comment saying I liked and subscribed, and I'll do my best to respond to as many as I can. And as always, check the links below if you're interested in any of the recommended gear or tools I'll mention. Alright, let's dive back into the list. Number 5. Free up disk space, because a crowded disk is a slow disk. Alright, number 5 is all about disk space. If your hard drive is almost full, your computer doesn't have the room it needs to operate efficiently. Think of it like trying to pack everything you own into a small room. You can't exactly move around freely, right? When your computer doesn't have enough free space, it can't save temporary files, and things slow down. Go through your files and delete what you don't need. Empty the recycle bin, clear out old downloads, and if you're still low on space, consider moving some files to an external drive or the cloud. It's like a breath of fresh air for your hard drive, and you'll notice the difference. Number 4, give it more RAM. Let's talk upgrades. Here's where things start getting a little more hands-on, adding more RAM. RAM is essentially your computer's short-term memory, where it stores the data for things you're currently working on. More RAM means your computer can handle more tasks at once, without slowing down. If you're running on 4 gigabytes or 8 gigabytes, consider upgrading to 16 gigabytes or more. This will make a huge difference if you're someone who keeps a lot of browser tabs open, or if you're into gaming or video editing. It's a relatively simple upgrade, but make sure you get RAM that's compatible with your machine. With the extra RAM, your computer will feel like it's had an energy boost. Number 3, power settings. Choose performance over conservation. At number 3, we have a tip that's often overlooked: adjusting your power settings. By default, many computers are set to balance mode or power saver. These settings are great if you're on a laptop trying to save battery, but if you're on a desktop, you probably want more power. Switch over to high performance mode and you'll notice an increase in speed. It lets your computer run at its full capacity without holding back. Just keep in mind this might increase energy consumption a little bit, so if you're environmentally conscious, weigh the pros and cons. But for that extra speed, it's definitely worth considering. Number 2, install a solid-state drive. SSDs are life-changing. Now we're getting into serious territory. If you're still using an HDD, this one is a must. Upgrading to an SSD is like swapping out a scooter for a sports car. SSDs are way faster than traditional hard drives, meaning everything from booting up to loading apps happens quicker. It's especially noticeable when you're opening large files or applications. And SSDs have come down in price quite a bit, making them a great investment in speed. If you don't already have one, check out the links below for some recommendations. You won't believe the difference an SSD makes until you experience it. Number 1, clean install of your operating system, starting fresh. Alright, here we are at the number 1 tip, a clean OS install. This is the ultimate way to clear out any accumulated junk, errors, or bloat. Over time, all those software installs, updates, and system tweaks build up, leaving behind fragments that can slow things down. A clean install is like a fresh start for your computer. Back up your files, reinstall the operating system, and start with a clean slate. This method may take a bit more time, but it's worth it if you want your computer to feel brand new. Just remember to back up everything important before you start, because a clean install wipes out all your data. And there you have it, folks, our top 10 tips to make your desktop lightning fast. Some of these are quick fixes, and others require a bit more investment, but each one will help speed up your system. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, remember to like, subscribe, and leave that I liked and subscribed comment so we can thank you personally. Check out the links below for for any recommended upgrades we mentioned, and don't forget to tune in for more videos just like